to clean once. Do it right the first time and go live the rest of our lives, because life is way too short to spend it cleaning. Am I right? All right, let's talk about GP66. Connie Watts is back with us. Hi, friend.
David, how are
Good to see you.
Good to be here.
This is such an awesome item because it works on just about every surface, every kind of problem, stain, whatever you might be dealing with, both inside and outside your home. But particularly in this show, we concentrate on kitchen for good reason, because this works so nicely. What we have in front of you is some ceramic tile that you've drawn on with permanent marker.
I did your logo.
You did my logo. I have to say, you did a really good job.
Thank you. Freehand.
And we also spray painted or put spray paint on tile.
Yes, and we're going to let those dry and jump right into where this really shines and why it's always here in your show, David, because the kitchen is one of the toughest places to clean because there's a lot of grease-based stains. GP66 was formulated by a great family-run company out of Baltimore, Maryland to clean diesel engines. And every single night, it cleans over 900 million square feet of offices, body shops, arenas, and you can see why. Look at the job it's doing, breaking down that grease and that grime on that.
And that was just from spraying it.
Just spraying.
So imagine when you get in there with your rag or your sponge or perhaps a brush, and you see how quickly that baked on, stuck on mess will come right off of your oven and all the other areas where you're dealing with these issues.
Yes.
Because this is everyday kind of stuff. And I will tell you, you're getting not one of these bottles, but two. Two big, I believe it said they're 32?
32 ounces, yes.
Two 32-ounce bottles of GP66. I tell this story a lot, and it is one that I know a lot of you have mentioned on my Facebook page to me once you've tried GP66. This is my mother's favorite cleaner. I was home visiting about a year ago, my brother and I, and we were finishing up breakfast, and Mom was straightening up in the kitchen, and she came back into the dining room to tell us something, and she had a bottle of cleaner in her hand, and she had it turned around. I said, honey, what are you using? She said, oh, honey, it's that GP66. You have it on QVC. I love it. I use it on my glass stovetop. Mom loves this because it gets rid of the burn rings on her glass stovetop.
Sure.
This is fantastic. It's my mom's favorite cleaner. That means it's Sarah approved. And you're going to love it because it's just really fantastic on just about everything in your home that needs cleaning. Now, let's head back over to our first two demos because, as we mentioned, you took permanent marker on ceramic tile.
Correct.
And drew my show logo.
I did, and I hate to get it away, but we'll do it again one other time. And what you'll see is that the GP66 immediately starts to emulsify that permanent marker. It breaks it down on a molecular level, and it breaks that bond that it has. So permanent marker is completely gone. And even to take it one step further, we'll go to that quick dry spray paint that we put down as well. Give it a little spritz here, and I'll tell you the quick story because we love hearing your mom's story because this is truly a family company out of Baltimore, Maryland, been around for 50 years. They used to be employed by the city of Baltimore to get rid of all the graffiti on the building. So we love that really, really strong heritage and family nature.
Absolutely. And so Mom loves it on her glass stovetop. She uses it on her countertops and whatnot. But you know what? Think about that, exhaust area above your stove. Maybe it's under your Space Maker microwave where when you turn on that exhaust fan, all the grease and things you've been cooking with, where does it go when that fan turns on? It goes right into this filter. How in the world do you clean that? Well, this is how you clean that. Spray it with a little GP66 and then just float it in some water in your sink, and the nooks and the crannies will all come out crystal clear, clean, because this cleaner gets everywhere where the grease can hide.
It does. And you know what that helps with, David? That helps with not only the grease and the grime in the house, but the odors in the house. You know I had a house built in the 40s.
Well, she moved into a house, and the people that live there love bacon. Now, that would have been perfume to me, but to Kylie, that was not her favorite.
Exactly.
So being able to get rid of that odor was as important as getting rid of the stains.
Exactly.
So this is fantastic. I will tell you that we're already off to a very busy start. 700 sets are gone. May I remind you what you're getting? Because it's easy to forget sometimes when we get involved with all the demos.
Yes.
So let's remind you, you're getting not one but two of these bottles. You're getting two bottles, each one 32 ounces of this, what is called a Miracle Cleaner, and I couldn't agree more. This works on everything, including brake dust on your car tires.
It sure does.
This is crazy good stuff. Now, do you have tile in your home? Bathroom, kitchen area? Does your oven need a good cleaning? Your barbecue grill? Do you have a sink that you thought was just permanently stained for life? It doesn't have to be. And look at this. This even goes after algae on an outdoor patio. That's concrete.
It is. That's our friend Mark Bruicks's house, and that is legit actual algae. You'll see the whole pan of what it looked like before versus what we have now in just a matter of moments with the GP66.
I can go after stains on the carpet?
Yes. If you have pets or kids at home that can maybe make a stain on the carpet, you definitely want to have this great pre-treater, and you're seeing that automobile usage.
And there's
right
the brake
there.
dust. And if you've got gutters on your house that are stained from a hard rain that washed all the dirt off the shingles onto your gutters. It'll even take that nasty off your gutters and downspouts.
It's incredible.
This stuff is amazing. How many are gone now, Sean? 1,400 sets are gone. Now, Miss Kylie, if I'm frying something in my kitchen and grease is released into the air, where's it going to land?
You taught me this. It's going to land all over, and it's definitely going to land on our cabinet doors as well.
Yeah, because grease will land on vertical and horizontal surfaces. It doesn't have to be a flat surface for grease to adhere.
Exactly.
If it's in the air, it will find its way to this cabinet door and stick there. This is all grease and nasty we took off that cabinet door.
Exactly, and it makes it look even better than it was before. And what I love is something that you could take from hard surfaces onto soft surfaces as well. So I know you love doing this one too.
Let me turn it to the jet.
Yeah, turn it to the jet. So what I did to this carpet was I sprayed it with a combination of browning gravy, soy sauce, coffee, and mud. So it's probably way worse than anything you're going to find on your own carpet. But I did this to illustrate a point. The carpet isn't this color. The carpet is actually this beautiful ivory color. The GP66 emulsifies that stain and gets rid of it right away.
On contact. This is amazing stuff. I'm going to swap places with you here, my dear. Just to remind everyone that this is very, very popular. Every single time we have this on in the kitchen with David, it flies out the door because so many of our foodies realize that with cooking comes messes. And I don't trust a neat cook. I don't care what anybody says. If you are not a messy cook, there's something wrong, okay? You need to be making a mess when you cook. I mean, not a grand mess, but if you make a mess, you need something to clean it up, right, is my point in that silly story. So this is going to work out very, very nicely. Get into the grout lines. Do you have a backsplash in your kitchen? Are there grout lines in that backsplash? Does grease get onto the backsplash when you fry something on top of the stove? Of course it does.
Always.
I mean, when Tara McConnell Tesher deep fries donuts in her kitchen, which she does a lot apparently. Yeah, the hood's a mess, the backsplash.
The hood's what it's amazing for. I told you, that house that I had from the 40s, original hood there. So that was years of love and cooking in that kitchen.
How many of you are about to take your kids back to school and about a month ago you bought them new tennis pumps, tennis shoes, that's what I call them, tennis pumps. And they get nasty and you don't have time to go out and buy yourself something new? This is going to work out nicely. Now, Stacey, you are smelling because customers are wanting to know, does it have an odor?
Yes, and I have this and I use it and I'm like,
no.
I don't think so, but I want to make sure.
Yeah.
It smells clean.
Smells clean.
Yeah, just
no artificial fragrances or anything.
Sorry.
Things.
Come over here, John.
Nice
yes, I was over here on the sides.
I was like, what's
doing this the whole time, confusing the poor man.
So they're sniffing the cleaners. So this is what's important to know. I mean, if your kids have those brand new tennis shoes and last week they went out and got in the freshly cut grass and you're about to send them back to school, you're not going to go buy new shoes for them, are you?
No.
No, you're not. You're going to get your GP66 and clean that off. Well, I'm sorry, check that. Your children are going to take GP66 and clean their own shoes off.
Oh, Father David.
Well,
you cracked the whip.
I don't have children, but if I did, they would be well behaved. Yes, yes.
Scare me.
Hey, can I tell you that we have taken orders for 5,000 sets are gone.
Wow,
you're an angel.
thank you.
Come
You're
here.
an
Let me
angel
give you
too.
a
I
hug.
love
Thank
you.
you. Appreciate
Always.
you. Hey, but before we let you go, I have a trivia question for you.
Always. Okay.
Have we done trivia with you before?
Usually, yeah, and with Mary. And
it hasn't always worked out?
No, I've only missed one time.
Oh, okay. Well, this one should be pretty easy for you because it's true false.
Okay.
You got a 50-50 shot.
50-50, I like it.
And always, my trivia questions center around my recipe. And today I'm making a peach crisp.
I saw it.
It's kind of like a peach cobbler, right? So, true or false, you'd be welcome to. True or false, which state produces the most peaches annually? Is it California, South Carolina, Georgia, or New Jersey?
I thought you said it was true or false.
You know what? That's true. It says, in all fairness.
I'm like, am I missing something?
In all fairness, look what my card says at the top. It says true or false, and then it's a multiple choice question. So while you are completely correct, I have a little bit of justification because I was just reading the card. I'm like a minor bird. Okay.
Love it.
So not true or false, multiple choice. Which state produces the most peaches? California, South Carolina, Georgia, or New Jersey?
Georgia.
You know what? A very good guess. And South Carolina would have been a good guess too.
No.
Think about the largest landmass. California.
California.
According to the